improve our next Skullector doll? How can we improve our next doll in general? And what do Monster High fans really want? Hey everybody, it's the Doll Circle, and thank you so much Mattel Creations in partner, well, I guess I should be saying thank you Mattel, Mattel Creations, Monster High, everybody, and the whole entire team there for sending me this. Like, you have no idea how excited I was when I was at my parents' house and I opened this box and it said Mattel, because I haven't seen a lot of stuff come from Mattel to me, and you know what, that's totally cool, no hate, I get it, you know, it's the biz. But I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh. And then it made me think, like, when I was slicing the box, I was like, is this a no? And it is the new Beetlejuice dolls from the Skullector series. I cannot wait to open it. It's been a hot minute since Mattel sent me anything. I was even thinking the last time they sent me anything, I think, was the Skullector series, because I think it's Mattel Creations that's sending me stuff. So to them, thank you. You're my favorites at Mattel right now, Mattel Creations. And I'm excited. I can't believe, like, literally this was released on Instagram like what, 3-4 days ago? And it's August 9th and it showed up at my house. So they knew what they were doing. They're like, we are gonna get these packages out. Perfect timing. And these dolls are gonna be $90 and available on MattelCreations.com on August 13th, Friday. So make sure, ooh, Friday the 13th. I didn't even think about that. Okay, kudos, being a little spooky. I like that. I like being spooky. So make sure to go on that website and see if you can get these. I know last year it was so difficult to get them. I think they sold out in like 2 minutes. So good luck to everybody trying to order these. I'm just so excited about this. Like, when they first sent the pictures out on the Instagram world, we were like flipping out because first off, I love Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is such a great movie. Tim Burton, Michael Keaton, amazing, absolutely amazing. Like, such a good movie. I literally cannot wait for the new one to come out, which I'm wondering is maybe why they were doing this as like a little a little something for the new one, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Now, I did unbox the last collector dolls that we've had from the Skullector series. Now, the Skullector series just started last year in 2020. We had Pennywise the Clown from the It movie, and then we also had the Grady twins from the Shining movie. And then now we have a 2-pack in 1 box from Beetlejuice. I am living, okay? So we just saw these pictures, which this is, again, also blows my mind. We just saw these pictures, what, 3 or 4 days ago? Not even. And then this package shows up at my house and I'm like, hold a minute, hello? They are quick, all right? They knew, they were like, we are gonna send this out. And I was like, thank you for noticing. Like, I literally, like, I was almost in tears earlier. I have makeup on. I'm not going to cry on camera, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, so let's show the package first off that they sent it in. Hello, iconic. We love the black and white. We know that that is Beetlejuice. It says Beetlejuice, and it has the iconic tombstone from the film going around the box. The back is really pretty. Like, I was so surprised. Like, look at the back. It says Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetle, ... and it has the house. Look at this house there. Oh my God, so beautiful. I'm going to keep this box absolutely forever. It says Monster High on the back. I literally, when I saw this packaging, I was just like, we know, because I mean, for those of you who've been following my channel, which I can't believe is going on 8 years, we started with Monster High. Like, this channel was toy hunting for dolls at Toys R Us for Monster High. So, you know, I'm excited about this. I love everything that's coming out, from, you know, Monster High to Bratz to all the new Barbies to Rainbow High to LOL Surprise. Like, this year I have literally been just constant freaking out, like, constantly. So let's open it up. More black and white. We love the black and white motif. I'm considering painting this wall now black and white because of this. Now, they did send a little card inside, which I'm going to frame. This is so pretty. It says it's almost showtime. So those of you who are not familiar, definitely make sure to be online on August 13th, which is this coming Friday. Unless you're watching this video in the past, then it already happened, but it will be available on Mattel Creations, so you better go and get it, because last year I was way there waiting too, and they sold out literally like this. Like, they sold out in like 2 minutes, and we were all like, what is going on? Like, who is this fast? I mean, the demand is there. People love Monster High. I love Monster High. I love all things spooky. So for this, I'm just like living. I love this little card. Look how pretty it is. And so just make sure to share it on Instagram. Oh, I did share it on the right day. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. It said make sure to share on Instagram on August 9th. Today's August 9th. So perfect. The package came just on time. And then inside, just to give you a little moment here, has a beautiful little bouncy, what do they call this? Crinkle paper? We'll go with crinkle paper. Now I know what you're all thinking. And you're like, okay, you've talked about the outside of the box, you talked a little bit about yourself. I know, I love talking about it. But let's get into this doll. Dollsa plural. The box is what we've seen before from the Skullector series. So here, let's go to the side. We have this beautiful image, which we've seen on Instagram. I love her. I honestly, like the makeup, that pose, the lighting for the photography, absolutely stunning. And then we have Lydia here, like Beetlejuice and Lydia, love it. Like, look how beautiful she is. So almost like this innocence about her that, you know, when you initially watch the film, you don't really realize that, because you're just like, oh, you know, she's just like this, like obsessed with death and just kind of like gloom and doom type of character. But then when you really look at it, like, she is just a little girl, you know, she is just a young girl. So it's just like this really like innocence that I think they did such a good job. Like, I'll be real with you, Lydia, my favorite, you know what I mean? And that's without even unboxing the doll. Like, absolutely did such a good job on it. Now, opening up the box, we're gonna open it up together, okay? Look at the front here. We have Beetlejuice with the tombstone, says Beetlejuice. The back says Beetlejuice and Lydia dolls, Beetlejuice, Beetle, ... and it says, come on, Ghoul, it's showtime. And here, I'll show you the back. You can pause this and read this at your leisure. Let me make sure I get it in focus for everyone. Give it a little pause there if you want to give it a read. And then it has Lydia sitting in front of the tombstone. Now, if you're not familiar, Rebecula13 is on Instagram, and they are part of the creating staff, or the creating team, to create this doll. So big shout out to her, because honestly, it must be so difficult to sit there and go, how can we make such an iconic film translate into a Monster High doll? And I feel like they killed it in the first two. Really, really did such a great job. So now let's get into Beetlejuice. Look at this. Like, look at this box. I love the lighting here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Remember that scene where it was pointing to his little hotel moment? Oh, look, the tombstone here. On this side, we have the house, which they did such a good job on the box design for the house here. That's really pretty. I think they did a great, fantastic job. Now, before we get into too much of the dolls here as we see them, there was a lot of interesting concepts and ideas before these were announced. Everybody was thinking it was going to be Lydia in the red wedding gown from the end of the film. Honestly, I'm really glad that they didn't do it. After looking at her, I think she's so sweet. I feel like maybe to do like a second in the Skullector series for Beetlejuice would be to do the red wedding gown. I'm honestly living for her like this. Now, when you get these in the, if you get lucky to get them, when they release them, here's what they look like in their packaging. I am a little disappointed. Is Beetlejuice's hair supposed to be like that? Like all crazy up in the back? I don't know. That I'm not too happy with. I don't think so. And then Lydia's hair is like all messy here. See it? See how it's all messy? Is that supposed to be like that? I don't think so. I think mine just looks crazy in the box. I'm going to unbox it, so it doesn't really matter in this particular one. But for example, last year I kept them in the box because I just loved them in the packaging so much. Now, but I'm just like, for someone who is going to buy just one of these, that's kind of wild that the hair in the back is so crazy, right? Am I right? That's kind of disappointing. I mean, I want them to look perfect, especially at a $90 price point, because these are going to be released at $90. You want their hair to be stunning in the background, and I feel like, is it supposed to be like Lydia's hair crazy on the side and Beetlejuice's hair crazy? I don't know. That kind of bothers me. Now, the displaying of the box, I know some people on Instagram were concerned the box doesn't stay open, but that's because look how it's creased. They literally made the box, it was closed, and that's it. It's never been creased back. Now, if you crease the box back, it'll hold its shape. So you can display them open. I'm not going to crease the box that difficult back on it, because I am going to put these back in the box once I'm done reviewing them, because I like the box so much. I'm not going to get rid of it, obviously. Hello, this is iconic. I honestly really do personally like the way it is displayed here. So let me know what you're thinking so far. Can't believe we're 10 minutes in and I don't even have the dolls out of the box, right? I'm just talking and talking and talking. All right, so we're gonna pause, take these dolls out, and let's get into the dolls themselves. Okay, well, I gingerly cut open the bottom of the box. And this is what they look like when you take them out of the packaging. Okay, so see, I did fix the hair because see, the hair was like this sticking up and I was like, that's kind of ugly. I don't know if I like that. So I just took the hair and I pushed it down and it looks a lot, hold on, let me see if I can fix this. Okay, there it is. It's a lot better down, and then her hair was like kind of messy and I just kind of like brushed it down a little bit. I don't know if I want to unbox this. Am I going to be that terrible person that's saying I'm going to unbox it and now I'm kind of like, I just like it displayed like this? I can still show you all the details. Okay, let's start from, we'll do this because I normally don't do this. Sorry, this wig is very long. We'll do one positive, one negative, and we'll go back and forth. Because I know a lot of you on Instagram were saying to be completely honest, and I am always trying to be completely honest. It's just hard because I am a huge Monster High fan, so I will try to find the more positives than the negatives in something, but I'm going to look at this completely, as much as I can, outside of that bubble of loving Monster High, all right? Is that fair? I'm gonna see if that's fair. That's fair? Okay, let's see. All right, so going into this, I'm not happy, like I'm partly happy with the shoes and then I'm partly not happy with the shoes. Now I am partly happy because one is gonna be Gina Davis's character and the other one's Alec Baldwin's character. And I would have loved to have seen some paint on this. I do agree. I feel like we had detail painting on the Pennywise doll. Why don't we have detail painting on Beetlejuice's shoes? I feel like that's not fair. I feel like they almost either ran out of budget or didn't want to do it, or I don't know, maybe they just wanted a simple black boot because the Beetlejuice character doesn't have colored shoes. But I would have loved to have seen a little bit of detail just to make these characters on the shoes pop. I mean, because they're such important parts of the film. I would love to have seen paint on that. That's a little disappointing. Why that didn't have paint? Again, I'm thinking it's more cost effective because these dolls are $90 for both. They're not releasing two different Skullector dolls this year, so that could be part of the reasoning why too. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't do that. I would like to see paint. Same thing with Lydia's shoes. Lydia, though, I can get away with not having a lot of color to it, just because I'm like, okay, you know, she was wearing a black outfit. It makes sense not to have a lot of color there. So I'm not that upset about it, if that makes any sense. I'm more upset because this would have made sense to have some coloring on there. I don't know. Now, the unfinished threads here. I know that was something that a lot of people were saying, the unfinished fabrics, how it's kind of just like cut fabric. It doesn't bother me personally, but I can understand from someone who is, you know, this $90 is a lot of money for two dolls. I totally get that. I can see why somebody would be upset that the material in the back it's pretty, but it's not super finished. And I feel like that is where maybe people were just a little like with. They were just a little bit bothered by that. But then overall though, the positives for me is this face up. I think the face on this doll is absolutely stunning. I love the eyeshadow. I love the little black detailing. Can you see those little black detailings right there? And then the green almost like contour on the sides. I feel like that looks really good. I like the overall face. I love the little earrings. I mean, it's giving us some of the sandworm vibes there. And I love the headpiece. Look at that. That to me is pretty. I really love that overall theme. Now, I will be real. The hair, can you hear it? A little crispy. Not feeling the hair. I feel like the hair is a little thin. I'm not overall pleased with the presentation in the box because I am an inbox collector collector. Oh my gosh, can I talk? I am an inbox collector, so I'm a little disappointed the hair doesn't display the best in its packaging. Obviously, if I did take it out and fluff the hair, that maybe would look better, but I really personally want to keep this in this box, and since I'm gonna be real with you, I don't want to try to go online and purchase one because I feel like it's not fair to everybody else who doesn't get the chance of getting at least one. So that's why I'm not gonna purchase. It's gonna be hard because I really want to buy a second one just to have them out. But I feel like as an inbox collector, and I think a lot of us out there as collectors are inbox when it comes to these higher end dolls, you want the doll to be presented almost perfectly, right? So I feel like that's a little bit to me. Now Lydia's hair is beautiful. Like I love the gelled here and then just a straight black in the back. I love that because that's what's her style. Like her style was the crazy, the weird spiky bang. They actually call it when you go get haircuts, you can say you want a Lydia bang, which I did a terrible job on these. Okay, this is my share wig. which is now a Lydia wig. So go figure, right? I like her. I personally really love Lydia's hair. I feel like it's a simple enough style, but it works. Again, Beetlejuice from far away doesn't look bad. And even close up, it's not terrible. It really isn't. And in box will be fine. I'm just saying that, I don't know. I'm on the fence a little bit with the Beetlejuice hair right now. Now the hat, I love, it is just, can you hear that? Very stiff plastic, but I love the detailing on it. Do you see that detailing right here? I tried giving that moment to my hat has the detailing on it. I literally put this look together. I got off of work. I worked a super long shift in like 100-degree weather. Came home to this, did this, and I'm filming in the middle of the night and I gotta get up at 6 a.m. We're troopers here, okay? When we love dolls, we stay up late and review these dolls. We try. But overall the hat, I would have liked it to have been fabric of some sort, like a stiff fabric instead of this hard plastic. But again, for an inbox collector, I don't mind, but for someone taking this out, I can see how they would maybe not love the hat. But going to Lydia's face, beautiful. Beautiful. I think she's sweet. This face mold, which I thought a lot of people were saying Twyla, I'm not seeing Twyla in this, especially with the makeup on her. I don't know. I think she's too pretty. Honestly, I think she's just so stunning. The lips, everything is just placed so differently than what I would see with Twyla. I really like her. Honestly, I really, really do. Now, Beetlejuice's face we have seen before, and I'll post a picture here if I can find the character's picture. I don't know if that's her. I mean, I guess it is her. I'm gonna have to do a little more research on that and really see the face mold. But her though, again, I'm getting Twyla vibes, but I'm also not because it just looks so subtly different. I don't know. I don't know about that. Now going into the clothes. Okay, I know we talked a little bit about this unfinished fabric that I know a lot of people were saying they didn't like. I feel like this is kind of just like added on a little bit. It looks like Halloween fabric from like Joann's. It does, you know, and you know what? I don't hate it because from far away it looks cute, but I honestly could have been fine without that. I would have preferred it just to have been the suit. I don't know if I really needed that back piece because the suit is beautiful. It's like satin material, and I love this little cover bun, which kind of almost matches Lydia's hat, and I love the tie, which is hard plastic, which that I would have preferred to have been a fabric, but to keep that positioning so perfect, I see why they did the plastic. So I can see it from both lights. Overall, again, I can't get over how much I like Lydia better. I love that she comes with a little camera. Look at her little camera. And I like that they did a different take on Lydia's dress. It's not just a black lace dress. It's more than that. And the fabric feels really nice and soft. And I like that it has a little color to it, a little bit of purples, a little bit of blues, a different hue to it. So it's not, again, just a black dress. They did something different to her, and I like that. I really think it's really cute. And they gave her fishnets, little stockings. Those are really, really nice. And then the piece that really, again, I was hoping it would have come with a tombstone that said Beetlejuice, but then when we saw the packaging and I realized we were getting 2 dolls and they weren't sold separately, I was like, we're not gonna get that because then the doll would be like $150. But it does come with a little book, handbook for the recently deceased. Love this. So probably the best piece in the whole entire box. Absolutely cute, painted perfectly, looks exactly like the book. I'm in love with this book so much. They did such a great job on it. Oh, it does come with 2 stands, not 1, but 2 stands placed in the back of the box. Now, a few other things I want to touch on is this comparatively to the first 2 Skullector dolls. Now, we did get Pennywise from It and then the Grady Twins from The Shining, and they honestly were at a price point where I feel like $60 to $80 is what I would feel like is enough to pay for a collector doll. Now, this being $90, what I feel like that, yes, it's $10 more than what we had last year for the Grady Twins, but these are very aesthetically very different dolls. So for that, like, I feel like, not saying that the Grady Twins were almost the same doll because they weren't identical, but they were very similar. So if these from a style aspect, we're getting 2 completely very separate dolls in one set. So to me, it makes sense paying the extra $10 at least for that in this set. And then also, if I had to pick a favorite out of the first 2 Skullectors to these, I think the Pennywise doll is altogether very, very beautiful, and I love the detailing from the hair all the way down to the toes. For the shoes, you know, the shoes were such good details. Now these from head to toe, I think they're great, but I don't know which one's my favorite. Like, see, as a fan, I'm a huge Beetlejuice fan. I love the movie. I love Tim Burton. I'm a huge Michael Keaton fan. I think that just together is so good, but I don't know which one I like better. Which one do you like better? Also, comparing these, like, there are other collector dolls coming out. For example, like MGA did Rainbow High's Jet Dawson collector doll, and that was at a cheaper price point, for example. Like, that was $57.99, but that's its own entity. Like, this is a licensed product, and I feel like anytime you get licensed product in a collector series or at a licensed product in anything, it's going to be more expensive than if it was just a, let's say, more rare collector doll. Like, this is going to be very exclusive because it's coming from Mattel Creations website versus something that's on store shelves. So I feel like this makes sense being more expensive and being a more limited collector piece because you're not getting it readily available at like your local Target and Walmart. So you're paying for that exclusivity of the doll. I like it. I do like the satin of the outfit on Beetlejuice. I like how soft it is. I just could have done without it. I could have done with the train in the back. I feel like the train is just kind of added on. And as you can see, there's even some black and white fabric mixed into the top of the train. Like, I could have done without that. And Lydia's outfit is just so cute. It is simple. It is only one little thin layer. It's not like a tooled multi-layer big ball gown, but she didn't wear anything big poofy like that. And I do like that her shoes have the little Beetlejuice sandworm head on it, but I would have liked to have seen it again. Lydia's shoes I can do without the painting because I guess it goes to the whole black aesthetic, but I really would have liked to have seen some paint on Beetlejuice's shoes just to give that pop. Maybe, and honestly, now looking at Lydia's shoes, having the paint on there would have been nice too, because then the sandworm would have popped in better. I don't know. Now I'm being so picky. I'm being picky. Am I being picky? I'm so sorry. But I want to be real because I know Mattel sends these out and I want them to know that, you know, our opinions, you know, what we're thinking, what I know a lot of you on Instagram are thinking, that maybe you think that your opinions get looked over by a lot of the big companies. And, you know, I really hope that the companies look at these comments, whether it's on Instagram, on this YouTube video, and really go, how can we improve our next Skullector doll? How can we improve our next doll in general? And what do Monster High fans really want? And for me, again, overall, this is my rating. Overall, I am really happy with this set. And I'm not just saying that as a Monster High fan, because, you know, I'm a huge Monster High fan. In general, I think they're really cute. And I think they did a good job giving, again, homage to Lydia, Beetlejuice, and the Beetlejuice film, but giving it a little something new and adding in a Monster High flavor. Am I upset that the hat is just a hard plastic? Like, that's not... For display purposes, I think it makes sense because you want the hat to sit perfectly and it'll be posed perfectly, and you don't want it flopping over like this hat. You know, this is like a Target $3 hat. So I understand why they wanted it in that material. The hair on this is a little, you know, that's what it feels like. Oh my gosh, for those of you out there, it just clicked in my brain. Fashionista hair. It feels like fashionista hair, like off of a fashionista Barbie, just dyed in a really pretty green color. But then I look at Beetlejuice's face and the makeup is so stunning. To me, it counteracts? Yeah, it counteracts the bad hair texture because it just feels like an expensive hair, but the makeup looks so good. So it's kind of like, I guess you can't have everything is kind of where I'm at right now on this. But overall though, I'm really happy. The book is just a prop. It doesn't really do anything. I would have liked maybe the book to open or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky. Yeah, the book just is a square with a sticker on it. So that's kind of whatever. And the camera is just a basic black camera with nothing really on it. It's just a plain black camera. Yeah, that's my opinion on it. I look more at it. I'm studying it more. I'm like, how do I feel about it? And honestly, for $90, I feel like this is appropriate for what we expect to get from collector dolls, from collector series dolls, and from Mattel now. I know a lot of you out there are brands of other dolls and doll lines from other companies. For me, like I said, I will always love Monster High. My inner spooky child will forever love them. And again, I don't want to come off being too critical about like the shoe painting or the hair texture that just feels, and it's not the crimped because I love the crimped hair. It's just that it actually feels like fashionista hair. When we're paying $90, you want something a little bit better, right? But then I'm also looking at Lydia and I think she's so beautiful, and I love how her hair is gelled, and she's just got this, the brown eyes with the purple eyeshadow, because she's got like a very little purple eyeshadow on there, is just so stunning. Like, I think they did such a good job on that. I feel like you can't get, as collectors now, we expect to get everything for a low cost. And unfortunately, plastic cost is expensive. Dolls are expensive. Toys are expensive nowadays. And it's going to keep going up with inflation. So for me, $90 for a 2-pack like this, and I'm getting such an iconic film. Because that's the other thing too. Like, Mattel has to partner with, who makes Beetlejuice? Warner Brothers, I think it is. You know, they have to pay for the licensing. So that's another thing to take in consideration. So I don't want to come off too critical about the dolls themselves, because I know, like, for example, the price point, there has to be taken in, okay, well, they have to use the licensing from Warner Brothers for Beetlejuice. Okay, that's going to make the doll more expensive. You know, the cost of plastic is up. Inflation with everything in the past, especially the past year, with the economy and everything that's been going on, dolls are going to be on the rise. And that seems like to be across all brands, whether it's MGA, Mattel, Hasbro. Dolls in general are going to be going up in price. So $90 for a Skullector series, which is limited, which is going to be harder to get. I knew I was going to buy this without even ever seeing these. Like, I'm glad that they sent them to me. Oh my God, please, thank you for sending them to me. But I feel like it would have been something I would have tried purchasing on the website anyways, because to me, not only am I a Beetlejuice fan and a Monster High fan, for $90, this is what I expect for that. I hope that's a good review. I hope this is a good answer to a lot of your questions on Instagram. Definitely hit me up on Instagram. That's the best way to stay in contact with me. I know a lot of people are saying, I hope no one's upset at me for not replying to all the comments on YouTube. I do work 3 jobs. So YouTube is my one goal and outlet in life. So I'm really trying hard to be as present here on YouTube as possible. Let me know what you think of the Skullector series, the Beetlejuice dolls. Are you excited for Halloween? Because I totally am this year. I think I'm going to go crazier this year than I have in many years past. I don't know, it's all this pent-up Halloween energy I have, especially from last year, not being able to do anything. I like it. I really, really do. And I hope you take this as me being completely honest with you. And I'm not just saying that because they sent them to me. I promise you, I genuinely, for $90 as a Monster High fan, I think anyone out there who is a Monster High fan will be happy with this. And that's my opinion. Take it if you will. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much, Mattel Creations, and Monster High for sending me this for free today to share with all of you. It has been an absolute pleasure to get these dolls, and it means so much to be one of the lucky few that get this, because I know it is going to be harder to get, and I'm not getting emotional just because I haven't slept. It's maybe part of it. Also, a lot of makeup on right now. I really genuinely so happy to have this. All right, make sure to check all the links in the description below for my social media, for my podcast that I work on with my friend Robin, to the show Hunting Nostalgia I work with my friend Nick on. We're gonna get the show across the United States. So far we're only in a few states, but we're gonna get the show going everywhere. So make sure to check all the links in the description, you guys, and I'll see you on Instagram, and enjoy your spooky season, because I know I'm going to. Yes, now I want to sing Beetlejuice songs, but I don't want to get demonetized.